Hello, fans, and welcome to another episode of Crapbox Cars. Today, I will be officially introducing the new member of our family. So, the new car that we got, this car has a lot of sentimental value to me. So, long story short, I used to have one of these when I was like 16, 17. And this is what really got me into racing, got me into motorsports. And due to life reasons, I had to get rid of the car. But that's what got us but because of those life reasons, I was able to get the Trailblazer. Now, I've had the Trailblazer for probably 6-7 years now. And don't get me wrong, I love it to death. Even though all the pain and suffering it's caused. Which, by the way, just recently gapped a 2020 10-speed Must 5.0 at the cost of its oil pump, and it oil starved itself again. But luckily, the only thing that was wrong with it was a few rocker bushings. So we got through that, dug through the whole bottom end. Everything was clean, and she's back and good to go. So the Trailblazer is back, which is awesome, which is actually what I am dailying right now. And you might be like, John, why aren't you dailying this new sentimental car? Well, during the shipment from the car from Texas to Florida, somehow I think the fuel lines got sandblasted or something, because the fuel lines are leaking, not a little, it's gushing fuel. So it's not drivable, and also it drips it right on the exhaust. But anyway, let me show you the car. And here it is. It's got about 87,000 miles on it. It's pretty clean for the most part, I'd say. I mean, it's got some scratches here, a couple dings there, a little bit of, not this wheel. The wheel over there's got some road rash on it. An oxidized headlight and a couple more scratchy poos here. But other than that, it's not too bad. I mean, I got it at a very reasonable price. So, pretty happy about that. So, as you guys know, the theme of this channel, this is obviously going to be a project. So, what's the plan? Well, for now, it's very, very light, simple stuff. Just for now, bolt-ons, high flow intake, intercooler kit, like intercooler charge pipes, exhaust, tune, coilovers, wheels. Then I'm gonna paint it. I want to paint it like a mint with the black roof, put white wheels on it. It's gonna be sick. And then put my surfboard on top, because it's gonna be my little surfer van. It's gonna be sick. For those of you that don't know, these HHRs are very special little things. Quite rare to find in 5-speeds. First off, I've been looking for another one that's clean enough like this one for probably 5 years to find one in a 5-speed that's like under 150,000 miles, because these cars aren't exactly just stored, right? They're cheap HHRs. It's a cheap 4-wheel drive Chevy. No one keeps these things nice. So it's, even the one I got, like, this is probably the cleanest one I found in the last like 2-3 years. Otherwise, they are priced up the wazoo. So you might be asking, what makes this thing so special? Well, it's a 260 horsepower 2-liter 5-speed manual with a turbo KO4 on it, so it's pretty fun. Now, the plan for this thing is going to be my daily for a while, but down the road, I gotta get that license plate bracket off. I just need a new front bumper. This front bumper is just beat up, but I do want that license plate bracket off. That's disgusting. Anyway, so the plan for this is big turbo E85 front wheel drive drag car, and then eventually want to put electric motors in the rear for an all-wheel drive kind of thing. But as of right now, I want to daily this soon, because I used to have this when I was a kid, dailied it, loved it to death, and I can't daily that. And I know you guys are asking, what about Agnes? Well, let me tell you what Agnes did. Agnes here decided it would be a great idea to just explode her rear diff on my road trip back from Ohio. So about the Florida-Georgia line, this thing's diff decided to send itself to the moon. And, yeah. Still drove it on a bad diff, though. Thing was vibrating so violently, I couldn't even see straight for like 400 miles. Just gonna send it, though. But luckily, the Monte Carlo has the same rear diff as the S10. So we're just gonna take that rear diff out and throw it on the S10. But that's when we ever get a shop, so we can finally start working on this one. So to start, some parts of the HHR. Here's a bunch of charge pipes and gauges and stuff. We got an intercooler here that I spent yesterday lazily painting ZZP logos on. So we're gonna throw these on. We got an exhaust coming in the mail, got coilovers coming, wheels are coming later. But here's actually a picture, can't really tell, of my old one. And oh, it was fun. This is, like I said, this is what got me into racing. Here's some old clips if I can find them of that.
Was that fucking
No, it's in dirt.
chirping? Dude, get off the line
Hello fans, and welcome to another part whatever of the HHR video, continuing with the first one. It's another day and I'm doing more stuff. So I got some stage 2 map sensors, right, from ZZP, and they came with the wrong O-rings. So there's a terrible vacuum leak that I gotta fix, so that's on the list, and it blew a charge pipe off. But getting to that lower charge pipe and getting that back on is a 2-person job. So today, inside I got an exhaust for it, straight 3-inch turbo back, so we'll just throw that on instead today. Do something a little more fun. If you come under the car, you can kind of see it. Here's the charge pipe that blew off, right? But if you go to the other side, right there it is. So in there is the bad O-ring. And look how close it is to like the alternator and everything. Like you can get to it, but it's not easy. And this pipe is also blown off because Grant decided I'm gonna send it, and he blew the charge pipe off. So we're proud of him for that, though. I did throw the new headlights on. Looks a lot cleaner. We have a bigger intercooler on it now. Got some charge pipes that aren't made of plastic and a high flow intake on it, so it's coming around. Still needs coils, still needs a tune, and a few other goodies. On the inside of this bad girl, first off, it's a little dirty. I haven't gotten to cleaning it yet, and it's a little tired still, but we're throwing in the new pillar pod too, wiring that in, and besides that, it should be pretty mint. This little pod thing's pretty sick. It's a little, what is this, an I-Force, G-Force, whatever the hell they're called, Aero Force. These things are pretty cool. You essentially just kind of slap in your OBD and just gives you a bunch of readings. So this thing, as you can see, doesn't really have much information to tell you. Just coolant without temperature and fuel. Like, you don't get an oil pressure, you don't get any AFRs. The other ones do. If right here in the other HHRs, this thing is not, this is not a little storage container in the like nicer SS is like the 3SS as opposed to the 1SS. This is like a base model SS, but they have like a little screen here and they can tell you like all that cool stuff and like live horsepower and stuff. The 3SS also comes with like Brembo brakes, which this one does not have, but that's fine. What's really cool is a lot of people with these things, they put CTSV brakes on them, and I think that would look sick. So that's a plan for this thing in the future too. Which the people I buy from ZZP, love them, good stuff, shout out to them. But they don't sell anything catless anymore. I mean, like turbo car, you gotta get a catless downpipe. But the only other company that does is like Han and HN or something like that, and their parts are hard to come by. So catless downpipes are not easy to get for this thing, and neither is a catless tune. Especially like I'm just getting a mail order tune for it for now, just because, you know, lazy. And no one in Florida really dyno tunes Ecotechs. It's kind of hard to find. So unless they do like a remote tune, but that's just a lot of work. Just throw me a mail tune for now. It's not like it's on a stock turbo, stock fuel. It doesn't need all that yet. And today, fans, on John Shear to Bolt Off, we have Grant to save my butt. So we got the welder in the backyard, the nice backyard, and a shopping cart. That's this is a great photo.
I am now.
Fans, the great winds came last night and tore our Monte Carlo tarp. The Broncos gas tanks in here. God, this thing has seen better days, dude. It's like rusting here.
Oh no.
I think that's always been there, right?
Sure.
This has always been here. Has this always been here?
No.
It totally has. I mean, it's dry as a bone in here. Look at here. Wait. Zoom in on the steering wheel. Look at that thing. So, fans, update. We don't have a shop yet. So, Monte Carlo.
Just gonna put a Band-Aid on that.
I will go to Walmart and retarp that, though. At some point. not today though. So, because it's not today, is we are continuing the Crapbox video of we're doing the HHR video, right? Yes. So we haven't filmed in like 2 weeks of even of this video. We've just been busy sanding, and this thing has been the biggest piece of poop ever. Come follow us. Excellent. So, as you guys last saw, like literally last cutscene, we were attempting to put the exhaust on. Well, we didn't film the rest of it because we literally just welded a nut on the downpipe, unbolted it, and just slapped this together. But the exhaust is on. And you'd be like, oh, do you want to hear it? Nope. Nope, you're not gonna. Do you want to know why? I'll tell you. So, I got some map sensors for this thing. So essentially with these cars, they're absolutely horrible unless you get charge pipes, intercooler, 3-bar map sensors, and like a couple other things. So I got all those. Me being the wise man that I am, didn't realize this thing, stock tune, cannot support the 3-bar, the GM Stage 1 map sensors. Well, that was new to me. So it started, it also had a vacuum leak somewhere, so it was like just idling weird. So we got all that. I got the idle ironed out, kind of. And then I was driving, I was like, wow, this thing drives like hot garbage, and it kept throwing engine codes. So I'm like, oh. So I contacted some humans, and they were like, oh, you need to tune it. I'm like, oh, okay. So I talked to ZZP. I'm like, hey, I need a tune. They're like, we'll send us your PCM. And I was like, okay, here. Send it back. Now, I had one of these before. I'm against mail tunes too. But I had an old mail tune on one of these that I ran like 50,000 miles for like 2 years without a single issue, and it worked great. Like the AFRs were always good. Everything was just money on that old tune. Dailied it, everything was fine. So I was like, oh, I'll get the same thing. Same car. Well, I get it. It starts misfiring like crazy. Like, I mean, and like just ignition cutting and sputtering and like just everything. And I'm like, oh God, what's wrong with my car? And I'm like, hey, what did you guys do to the car? And they're like, we tuned it. I'm like, that's... No, you didn't. Well, you didn't do it well. And they're like, well, this is not our fault. I'm like, oh, yes it is. Like, well, just log into your HP tuner and we'll fix it. I'm like, by who? So, I bought HP tuners to try to fix it, and then that was a whole thing of fun. So we used Grant's computer to tune the Corolla, right? The Holley system. Whenever if you guys watched that, like, how many months ago was that?
A lot.
Yeah. Anyway, whenever we tune the Corolla, we tune all the Holley, any of the Holley systems. So the Monte Carlo and the Blazer are both going to be on that very soon. On Grant's computer. So I was like, oh, we'll just throw HP tuners on there. Well, after like 6 hours of me just screaming at a computer and Aiden trying to fix it, couldn't figure it out. So I go to Costco yesterday and buy this damn little $300 waste of money Lenovo in that corner. The biggest damn waste of money in existence. This thing is useless. So we're returning that tomorrow. So, because also, the tune didn't work on that. We couldn't even get it open. So Aiden's like, well, hey guys, I'm building a new computer. You guys want to try mine? I'm like, I guess. I think the box with the OBD box is still broken they sent me. And Aiden's like, oh, just try my computer. And it works. So, because it works, I think we're going to cut this video a little early. Because I think it'd be more fun if we do a whole entire video of tuning the car. And also we're going to be smoking meat.
Aww.
Smoking meat today. So everything that's happened to welcome to the HHR. Everything that has happened to the HHR so far. Got intercooler, charge pipes, 3-bar map sensors, 3-inch turbo back with a cat on it, unfortunately. What else is done? We got high flow intake on it. And what's gonna happen now is I was talking to ZZP. We're gonna get street tuning. My eyes are up here. We're going to be street tuning the HHR today, which you guys will see next time we post. But that'll be fun. I promise we'll start doing some fun stuff. But, in other news, the Corolla, Grant said the front end's done, so let's go take a quick peek at that before we end.
There you go.
And here's where we're at so far. I know last video we said we were done sanding, but that was a blatant lie. So, essentially what happened is we didn't get the rough part of sanding done. Like, everything's very smooth. You see, this front end's starting to look magnificent. But
You know, you still gotta iron out the itty bitty things. Look. So Grant's been going over this front end with a fine tooth comb, essentially. So if you come over here, you can see like he got this front end is actually almost perfectly symmetrical. Like these lines coming in here, they're recessed to the where the headlights are gonna be in the intakes. We have this receding back now. That's new. I think it's coming out phenomenally. It's just taken 9,000 years. But hey, can't rush art. That's what Beethoven told us.
Yes.
All right, and this back end, these back ends are going to be much, much faster than the front end. So this is just going to be, like, there's not nearly as many angles and, like, math involved. Let's just smooth this fucker out, and it'll be good. So we're going to smooth this out, straighten that here, straighten that there, straighten the underneath, get this arch perfect, which is what I've been working on and what I'll be working on later. So, that is our update for now. Thank you for watching. I am sorry about another not posting for a long time and then a jargled video that's actually not that great. But please bear with me. We have great things coming soon. Once this is done, we are going to explain how the Trailblazer blew up. Once this is out of the garage, we're going to rebuild the Blazer. It'll be fun. And we're going to be doing more Corolla stuff and painting it and bodying it, and it's going to be awesome. Also, I don't know if I explained this yet. As you can see in the front end, there is now no radiator. So, what we're going to do...
Where'd it go?
It's over there somewhere. We're going to put it back here. The radiator is going to go back here. So we're going to have scoops here. They're open, or over here. Wherever they're going to be in this general area, and they're going to go in, and then where they're going to come out of this deck here. So we're going to have the radiator right behind us. We're gonna have a nice barrier wall and stuff, but it'll be really, really cool, a lot of fun. So the radiator's not gonna be in the back. Also gonna help us with weight quite a lot because that iron V8 is not light. So thank you for watching. We'll have a new video for you at some point. If you like this video, we may actually be done sanding some point. Goodbye.
Not likely.
No.